Welcome to Project Pro Code Recipes. In this video, we are going to learn on how to use pandas and series for data wrangling. So this is my code snippet over here. I have copied this code and I have pasted that in my Jupyter notebook. I'll explain to you the code over here as well as run this for you. First, let me clear my kernel. Now let's get started. Data basically data wrangling is a kind of data analysis. You are given a data sets and you want to get insights and depth of those of that data set. So you perform certain operations like calculating average, doing statistical analysis in order to get into the depth of the data sets. This is also very essential when you are doing imputations. For example, calculating mean of a column can be used, and that mean can be further used to fill those to fill nan values are the values that are not available, or for in case of outliers you can deal with those outliers using mean values too. So that's why it is a very essential part of data analysis, and most of the time spent of a data scientist or a data analyst is while doing data pre-processing and data wrangling, data munging. So over here I've defined my function. Now these are two general print statements. Import warnings dot filter warnings ignore. I imported pandas as PD. I'm creating a series under the name flooding reports. So PD dot series. Now these are some numbers that I print flooding reports. Now with respect to each series, I'm trying to allocate a name of that. So panda dot series, what should be my index? Remember, if I would have passed columns, that should be the column name of my each index. When I pass of my each value, whereas when I pass index become my row name. So I am Kuchai's county is being assigned to 5, Pima county is being assigned to 6, and so on. Now I'll print my flooding reports finally. After that, you can specifically, if I want to specifically select a place for viewing its flooding reports, I can just write flooding reports. Then, as I have passed I need to pass my index in the same format as I passed while making my data frame. So I will pass Kuchai's county. Now I want to see the places. Now you this is about filtering of the data. For example, you have calculated mean of a average of a column, and you want to see how many of the data points are above this average. So in those cases you can use this statement. So flooding reports, then flooding reports greater than 6. This means go to flooding reports, select all the points in flooding reports in which are greater than 6. Now I'm creating a first let me run this for you. Okay, so you can see this was my initial panda series. Then I passed index. You can see my each row has a name now. So after this I passed a statement which filtered all the values greater than 6. So you can see Maricopa County and Yuma County are the values that are greater than 6. If I pass that greater than equal to, uh, okay, sorry for that. So you can see the Pima count is included too, as 6 is equal to this. Now after that I'm creating a panda dictionary. So you can see I created a dictionary over here. Now I need to convert that dictionary into a series. So what will I do? If I needed to convert that into data frame, I would have passed that into pd.dataframe by using the pd.dataframe function, but I need to convert that into series. So I'll write pd.series, then I'll pass my dictionary. After that I'll print my fire reports. Then I want index of this fire reports. So reports dot index. Now this is my index name. You can see I just removed county from all of these keys of the dictionary and I replace them with the index. So you can see this was my, okay, yes, just a second. Okay, yes, this is here. So you can see this is my final output. So what it did, it converted my data frame into Panda series. So this is my Panda series over here. Now what I'll do, I'll again a data frame. So this is my final data frame. So sorry, this is my data dictionary. It contains county, then year, then reports. I'll convert that into data frame. Initially I convert that into series. Here I'm converting that into data frame. So pd.data frame data. Now print df. So df column ordered. Now I'm creating a new data frame, df column ordered p.data frame. I need to pass two parameters over here. So data, that is my data dictionary, then columns. I want to name my column, so county, year and reports. So let's see the difference between these two. You can see there is no difference, as in the first part it used my key as my column over here, and in the second part it is doing the same. So there is no visible difference between these two. Now df column ordered, I'm adding a new column, so news coverage. I'm basically adding my Panda series to this news coverage column. So pd column ordered, if there is no column such as news coverage, it is going to order a new column. Just need to write the data frame name, then you need to write the column name in string, then I'm passing my Panda series. So this is my Panda series news coverage Panda. This is my final column over here. Now in the next column I have dropped okay, I have deleted my column. So you just need to write del df column order news coverage. You could have also done df dot drop column equal to news coverage, then need to write in place is equal to true. Okay, let me comment that out and paste this over here. Oh, I'm really sorry for that. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm passing the wrong data frame. It's Python. Okay. Now you can see it finally dropped my news coverage over here. So then after that, okay. Then yes. Then after that, I'm creating a transpose the data frame. So this will transpose my data frame. So it will convert the rows into columns and column into the rows. So you can see it finally transposed my data frame. So county, years and reports, that was column over here, became my rows, whereas 0 1 2 3 4, that was my row index, became my column index. And this is how my transformation this is how it did my transformation. So this was all about codes in this video. For more code recipes like this, you can visit our website as well as our YouTube channel. For more industrial relevant projects, you can visit our website. You can also use this click here function for submitting your request of customized recipe in case you don't find it on our website. The URL for the code in this video is available in the description below. Thank you.